Well, hello, everybody. I am so excited to introduce you to a beautiful woman who joined the Academy just because she was not feeling very good. Bottom line, she just wasn't feeling very good. And I want her to share her story with you because she has quite an amazing story. And I just love her. She's so beautiful. Lynn, hi. Come and join me.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, beautiful. How you doing?
Hello. Doing great today.
Yeah.
How are
So
you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to talk to you. So your story is, I wouldn't say it's super different than a lot of the clients that come into the academy, but yours is a little different. And you came with your main objective wasn't to lose weight. I mean, you wanted to, but that wasn't your main focus, was it?
No, not at first. It was just because I just come off of a program about 2 years earlier where I'd lost a good bit of weight and um, did great for like a year, gained it right back. I was just so tired of that vicious cycle, and I knew I needed to learn how to make myself healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but at the beginning of every, or if you remember, but at the beginning of every time somebody comes on and works with me, I ask a question of what your three top objectives were when you joined the academy. And yours
Mhm.
was weight loss was up there, but you said to reduce body aches and pains. You remember that? And
Yes,
to physically feel better. So tell
yes.
tell us what was going on just even 3 months ago. I mean, I know like we're still on this journey together, and all the ladies who start a program, get amazing results the first 3 months like you, but we're not done, obviously,
No,
right?
no,
But
no.
tell me, like, what was going on when you 3 months ago? What were you feeling? What was going on?
No energy. Everything was exhausting to me. Physical pain in my hips
Mm,
mostly, but all of my joints hurt.
mm,
Um, I just, I didn't know how to eat. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sleeping well. It's just
mm.
everything. And all of that was really playing with my emotions and my self-confidence. And I was just at my wit's end.
Yeah, man, when you don't feel well, and I know this because I was there a while ago, like a few years ago, when you just don't feel physically well, it's so hard to have a good self-esteem, self-image. Puts you kind of in this deep place of despair, and then
Yes.
it's hard to be a good wife, a good mother, a good friend. I mean, it's really challenging when you're feeling
Yes.
really not good, right? And
Yes, it
so
really is.
yeah. And so feeling like that, I'm so happy that you decided to join the academy because you can get a jump start on trying to figure out what the imbalance was. Because as I teach, and you know this,
Mhm.
when you're not feeling that good, it's always your body speaking to you. And your body was speaking to you. You probably didn't know that then, but you do
Yeah.
know that now, right? Your body was speaking
Yes.
to you, very out of
Yes.
balance.
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah. And so, fast forward, 3 months now. Tell me what the difference is just in a short 3 months. Tell me how you're feeling now.
I feel comfortable in my own skin. I really feel comfortable in my emotions. I have eaten my emotions away my entire life. And the first month of the academy, I was really learning a lot about my body and how it works and what it needs. But I was also doing mind work that I had never, ever done. I mean, I think I could cry now because
Mm,
um, I learned so much. I learned how to sit with an emotion and how to feel it and how to know, okay, eating, yeah, I'm going to feel better for a minute, but then I'm going to feel worse and then I'm going to feel guilty about what I ate. So let's feel this emotion and find out where this is coming from. I now know how to feel that emotion. I know how to express that emotion through the sisterhood in the academy and showing vulnerability in front of the ladies and in front of you and you walking me through what to do. I just feel like there's nothing that I can't accomplish now.
girl, I'm
Mhm.
so glad that you brought this up
Yeah.
because when at camp, and even not even in when I interview ladies to want to come to camp or join the
Hmm.
academy, I never talk a lot about the deep work we do for mindset because most women don't realize they even need to work on their mindset. They don't
Right.
realize it. They're just feeling so miserable, and they think it's because they're eating wrong, and they think it's
Mhm.
because their hormones off, which is true. But
Yes.
mindset plays
Mhm.
such a huge role
Mhm.
in why you overeat or why you binge, right?
Right.
And I'm glad you brought this up, because we work on all of
Mhm.
this and
Right.
in a pace and a timing and in a system that is very slow and very structured.
Mhm.
And this is a part of the program that really resonated with you. And I saw so much growth in that part of it.
Yes.
And can you tell me why you think you just gravitated towards that so strongly, and why that really served you, do you think?
Um, I don't know how you work the magic that you do, but it's as if you were digging into the root of me.
Mm.
That makes sense. Because I've always, I mean, I was an administrator, a teacher, and a coach of principals, and I coach everybody else on taking care of themselves. But I didn't know how to do it for me. Well, now
Mm.
I know how to do it for me, but I would never have reached this point without your coaching, so that I could look inside of me and feel open to the experience, feel open to taking care of myself and knowing how to do it. I thought I was doing it, but I wasn't, because I didn't know what my body needed, and I didn't know why it was responding the way it was. And I know so much more now. Um, and it all comes together. And then once, the first month, I wanted to ask others, how much weight are you losing? I'm not losing any weight. But boy, mentally and emotionally, I am turning into a different person.
Yeah.
And then the weight started coming off. But not even so much about the weight as how much better I feel, how confident I feel, how much more emotionally stable I feel. And I mean, it's really difficult to put into words.
Mm.
But it comes together through the process when you open up and allow it to.
Yeah, well, two things. One is you were very coachable because you
Mhm,
wanted change.
mhm.
And two, you had the superpower inside of you to figure it out. You just needed some structure and some guidance to help. I helped you. I pointed it out to you, right? And
Yeah,
I kind of just opened up that part of you that you just had never really dug to before and didn't understand. That's it.
right.
And you had the superpower in you. You had the answers in you. I just helped you to expose them. Because once we knowledge is everything.
Mm,
Knowledge is power. And
yes.
especially somebody like you who is so coachable, and yet you so wanted change.
Mhm.
That's why you did so well with that part of the part of your life that you're struggling with the most is what you got the most value from so far.
Yes, yes. And then
I mean,
you showed me how to incorporate healthy things,
mhm.
and I love healthy food. Um, actually cook the healthy food, and when you start incorporating that, then you start feeling better, and that's what you crave, and that's what you want, and it all comes full circle again.
Yeah. Well, let's show what you've done in just a little under 3 months. I mean, this is amazing. Your three primary health goals were to do some weight loss, reduce
Mhm.
pains and body aches, and then physically feel better. So obviously you've lost some weight. 15
Yes.
pounds is no joke. That's
Mhm.
really good.
Yes.
Because when you have severe insulin resistance, that your body loves to hold on to fat. So the
Mhm.
fact that you lost is amazing. You're down
Yes.
16 inches. You're down 2 sizes. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
And so talk about, so your goal number one is you're losing weight for sure.
Mm.
Is your body pain reducing?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm sitting in the floor. I feel, and I'm able to get up. My hips are not hurting um, at all. Um, it is amazing. And then when I don't feel that pain, I am much more attentive to all of my other feelings and my other cravings and desires when I'm not in pain.
Yeah, because
Yes.
we know, when our body's in pain, physical pain,
Mhm.
we want food as a comfort,
Yes. Yes.
and so part of the process of learning how to undo that behavior is a process.
Mhm. Mhm.
But when you start to reduce the pain, which you have done, it makes
Yes.
it easier. And you had a lot of inflammation,
Yes.
bottom line. And you've
Yes.
done just amazing. And you're physically feeling better. That was your goal number 3, right? You're
Yes.
physically feeling better. And
Yes.
you can't put a price on that.
No, you cannot. You cannot.
Yeah. So
No.
what was
And
it?
I,
What has been a real aha moment for you, do you think, in this
there's
journey so
been
far?
there's been so many, but the just what I've learned about calorie intake
Mm.
um, is amazing. What I've learned about fasting, um, people talk about fasting, and I'm a religious person, and if I couldn't even fast to pray for God, then I thought I'm not fasting for myself. But I did the 2 day was a piece of cake. Did the 3 day, oh, it was okay. Did the 5 day. I mean, I'm doing things that I never imagined that I would be able to do, and I felt better fasting.
Now, I want to say, everybody who's watching this, fasting, don't freak out, because
No,
we do not fast for many, many, many weeks
yeah,
inside the academy. So don't freak out. But
mhm,
I'm just saying, so many people fast incorrectly, and this is why they don't do it, because they do it incorrectly. They do it too fast. They do it wrong, and then when they do it, they feel miserable, and they're like, I'm never going to do that,
yes,
and that's why
yeah.
they don't believe in it. So
I,
I just wanted to say that out loud, because you were one of those that thought you never could.
oh, when you said we were going to fast, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick with this program
Right.
in the
Right. And
beginning.
right.
Yeah,
It's exactly my
yeah.
point.
Yes, and it is amazing. I mean, I am still in shock when I look
Right.
back on, what I have accomplished. Yes, and the cravings. When I first, yeah, I've never been a sweet eater until I went on a diet a couple years ago and cut out sugars and did real well. But when I started back into eating some sugar, I went crazy. So when you said this is going to help your cravings in the beginning, we were going to, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm never going to be able to stop the sweets. Well, I have. I don't even, if I go in and I have tasted, it's not even good anymore.
Isn't that
Yes,
phenomenal?
yes, it is. And I thought I am hooked.
Yeah.
Now I will not be able to let go of this. I don't crave the sweets. I don't want them. I love salads and you know, I can't I am always full. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is why, I really want all of you watching
Mhm.
Lynn's story here to just wrap your head around that. Because some of you are thinking your cravings are so bad that you can't even imagine not having them. And I'm telling you, when you have inflammation in your body, when you have the wrong protocol, when you are pre-diabetic or obese or are overweight or have insulin resistance, your hormones are off, and your hormones are making you very, uh, making your cravings very high. That's what's going on.
Right.
So with you, we reduce the inflammation, we balance the hormones out,
Mhm.
and we get you on the right protocol. And then it's like, isn't it, I mean, to be honest, isn't it super freeing
It,
to like not like have the urge for cravings, and just to not think about food all the time? I mean, I know you're still learning that whole thing, but do you
right.
think about food as much as you used to? Like, wasn't it just
No.
constantly like, think about food? What am I going to eat? What am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. Count
Yes.
calories. I mean, it's
Yes. Yes.
exhausting.
It is. And I would say, well, I can't eat that and I don't want that. And it was a constant battle. And I know I shared with you, but I did experience for the first time. I work in a school, and probably like many other businesses and offices, there is something to eat always. And just a couple of weeks ago, we had donuts and cookies and all this stuff for a progress monitoring business. In my entire life, I looked at those cookies, I looked at those donuts and did not want them and did
That,
not eat them in my life.
yeah, that's huge.
Yes. Yeah. And I kept telling myself, you're not eating them. Can you
Yeah.
believe you're not eating them?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
because you fix that over desire.
Mhm. Yes.
It's the over desire for the food that is a
Yes.
stronghold on women emotionally.
Yes.
And a
Yeah.
lot of times women don't know how in the world that to ever fix that. And sometimes they don't even
Mhm.
think that's related. And
Yes.
that's what I'm talking about inside the academy. We talk about this because, like you said early on, to be able to be vulnerable, who can you be vulnerable with?
Yes.
There's not a lot of programs where you can go to a sister that's doing the same thing you are in the program, or a coach that understands, and you can be vulnerable with, and actually learn this stuff. There's
Right.
not a lot of programs out there that do that. So you
No.
have to be willing to want to get to the root of what's going on with you. And you have been willing to do that, and it's paid off, girl.
Yes. And you have helped so much. I would not have been able to do it without you. And then the sisters in the group, just not only getting their stories and some of their questions that they have that you respond to. I'm like, I didn't even think about that. So it's such a valuable experience to not only learn from you, but to learn from each other.
Yeah. And let's talk about that. Like, you came to camp 3 months
Mhm.
ago, and at camp you got a taste of like the sisterhood and what it was going to be like, and you learned a lot at camp too. I mean, you got a
Yeah.
lot of valuable information at camp. And
Yes.
then when you're at camp, you were like, wow, if I can learn this much at camp, think what I can do if I decide to, go further with this, right?
Right. Right.
And if you could give the ladies who are watching this some advice about camp and why they should attend, what would you tell them?
If you're looking for what is going to enable you to have your best life through knowledge, through support, and through a protocol that is tailored to your needs, then this is the only place to go for that. And it's ongoing learning. It's an ongoing sisterhood. It's just an avenue that I feel like I've come down. I'm on a journey now that I can travel down and continue to make progress with each step of the way. Can live my best life. We're given only this one life to live, and I don't want to miss anything. And if I'm not feeling up to it, or if I'm emotionally drained because I don't feel well about anything, because I'm not taking care of myself, which has to come first, this is the path to take, and one step into it and everything else falls into place.
Yeah, I mean, and let's show this again. I mean, you even said, I have learned, your words, I have learned so much. I have a typo there, but I have learned so much about how my body actually works and what it really needs. I have learned how to heal and truly take control of my health. Amazing.
Yes.
I'm proud of you, girl.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm proud of myself, and I enjoy celebrating me.
Yeah. I mean,
for a change.
Your down sizes, your inflammation is down. You're just brighter. When we first started, with a lot of women who start the program, there's a heaviness in them. And I'm not talking physical heaviness. I mean, of course, most women are heavier physically, but they're also very heavy in their heart because they don't feel good. And it builds up over the years, and then they feel so out of control with their eating. And there was a heaviness about you, like a lot of women, but with you, there was a heaviness. And what I love, and just makes me cry almost even saying this, but I love seeing you today, how light you are.
Yeah.
Like you're
because I thought in the beginning, here I go again. How many times am I going to keep doing this in my life? And I'm not doing it again. I've done it. Now will continue the learning and the success.
So proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Lynn.
Thank you.
I just can't even put into words how happy I am in your success in such a short period of time. And I can't wait to see you. Maybe we'll do the interview in another 3 or another 6 months, and you're just going to even be growing in a different way. I'm so excited. I'm excited for that second interview.
Yes.
Thank you, Lynn, for sharing.
Thank you.